Welcome to Dark Knight Films Reviews and another action movie night. Tonight, I will be reviewing Blade 2, released in 2002. Directed by Guillermo del Toro, from a script by David S. Goyer, starring Wesley Snipes, Kris Kristofferson, Ron Perlman, Leonor Varela, Norman Reedus, Thomas Kretschmann, Luke Goss, Matt Schulze, and Donnie Yen. Now, I loved the original Blade film, and I was excited when Blade 2 was announced. And Guillermo del Toro is a great director, but some elements of this film do not work for me. Like, the special effects went from full-on real stunt people fighting against Wesley Snipes doing his own stunt work as Blade. And there's still some of that, but you have those weird occasions in which they use CGI stunt doubles in there, especially in the egregious scene when the assassins are attacking Blade and trying to fight with him. And the whole sequence there is all CGI, and it is ridiculous, and it looks stupid, unfortunately. And then you have your main villain, this virus-spreading character played by Luke Goss of Jared Nomak. And I like Luke Goss's performance in here as this character, but I do not like the way that this vampire is portrayed in this film. Number one, it is cool that he has this different type of a virus that can spread into humans. That's fine. But the fact that they made it to where this virus can also contaminate vampires was kind of stupid. It should not affect another vampire because the vampire is already an undead creature and they shouldn't be affected by some virus. This virus should not be able to turn them against their fellow vampires and be in a hive mind with Nomak, the way that they do in this story. I get it if it's a human that Nomak bites, that he spreads this virus to, and they become this vampire or this weird creature, vampiric-like creature like him. And they have no will of their own, and they are, a hive mind directly to him and do whatever he commands them to do. I get that. But other vampires, and especially when you got the plot point that Blade teams up with all these other vampires, like Ron Perlman's character and Donnie Yen's character and everything, and then these characters get bit by Nomak. They become just loyal to him. And it's stupid. I don't like that aspect of this story. And no matter how hard Luke Goss tries as the Nomak character, he is no Deacon Frost. There is no way that they could top Deacon Frost. And number one, I think they were stupid for deciding to kill off the Deacon Frost character in the first film to begin with, because Stephen Dorff is an amazing villain. You should have been able to keep him around for multiple films. But yeah, Luke Goss is no Stephen Dorff in this film. This character is nowhere near as good a villain as Deacon Frost. Wesley Snipes is good in this, and I also don't like the way that they brought back Whistler. I like the fact that Kris Kristofferson is back, but the way they explain it, the way they bring him back, it just is, it's not very believable. It's just kind of stupid. I get it, it's a comic book story, but at least do something that makes sense. Or don't bring him back at all. I mean, he should have never been killed to begin with in that film, you know. But other standouts in this film are Ron Perlman's character and Leonor Varela. They are great in their portrayals of their characters. Of course, they have that little swerve where, and then you knew it was coming, where Ron Perlman's character is not really helping Blade, and they are going to, you know, pull a, you know, switcheroo on him and end up, you know, beating the hell out of him and turning on him, you know, and you know. But, yeah, the Nomak character just doesn't work for me in this film. I mean, I really wanted to like this film, but some of the things that David Goyer brought into this was not very good. It wasn't very well thought out. Norman Reedus is pretty good in his little role of Scud, but of course they had to throw in that curveball again on that and make him working with the bad guys, you know, and everything. So that was kind of, you know, how many of these are you going to have in one film, you know? So, yeah. Some of it was just redundant writing by David Goyer to make things happen in this that shouldn't have happened. So, my final review of Blade 2. I'm going to give this film a 8.0 out of 10. It's definitely a step down from the original movie, in my opinion. And I know there are fans of this film, people that really like this film, and that's your prerogative. And I'm not saying that you're wrong for liking it. If you like it, more power to you, you know. But I just did not like the effects, those crazy, goofy effects that they did throughout the movie, and I didn't like the way that the villain was done, where he can contaminate vampires. That was a stupid plot point that I don't think they should have put in there. But what do you guys think of Blade 2? Do you agree with my review? Do you disagree? Let me know in those comments down below. And as usual, if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell icon so you can be notified about future videos just like this one. And while you're by the subscribe button, click that join button and become a Dark Knight fan. As a Dark Knight Fan Plus member, you have access to an area on the channel right now where you can request a movie, TV series, or ranking video of your choosing on the channel. And when I do that video, it will go up for all Plus members to view prior to it going up for everyone else on the channel. And then I will put another post up, so it's not a one-time thing. So if you want to get interactive, now is your chance. Well, that's it for another action movie night. If you missed last week's action movie night, check out the link above to get caught up on that one. And if you've missed any other videos, check out this down here where you can watch a playlist of any of our action movie nights that you have missed.